Weekend nights, the city roars. Tune in loud, turn up some more. Cincinnati show, it's time to play. Sports with strawberry ice today. 5:30 sharp, don't be late. CTV, the sports awaits. Strawberry ices on the mic, energy, it's pure delight. Every touchdown, every goal. Feel the pulse, it's in your soul. Cincinnati heartbeats strong. Strawberry ice will lead the throng. Every touchdown, every goal. Feel the pulse, it's in your soul. Cincinnati heartbeats strong. Strawberry ice will lead the throng. Feel the crowd, it's electric now. Shouting loud, they all know how. The CTV got what we crave. Sports with ice, it's waves and waves. Tigers strike and Bengals roar. Every game we want some more. Tune it in and feel the thrill. Strawberry ice, he's giving chills. 5:30 sharp, don't be late. CTV, the sports awaits. Strawberry ice, he's on the mic, energy, it's pure delight.
Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to the show. This is Sports with Strawberry Ice. I'm your host, Iceman Jeff Trunapole. And as always, I bring you sports from a West Side point of view right here in the great city of Cincinnati, Ohio. And as always, I'm coming to you live from the Ice Cave and the Ice Cave clicker. There we go. If you want to get your landscaping needs taken care of, the grass growing, get your flower beds cleaned out, get some shrubbery planted, anything like that, think Priority Lawn and Landscaping. Give me a call at 513-430-6114. That's 513-430-6114. You can also follow them on Facebook. And do me a favor, if you call them or message them on Facebook, tell them Ice sent you. What is up to everybody in the chat? We got Stranger in there, Brad's in there, Paul Painter's in there, Rob's in there, Jerome is in there, and Tony Blazin. What's up, guys? All right, we are at day 2 of Bengals Free Agency. They have done so much. Not really. They signed, late last night, signed Joe Burrow, which is a good thing. 1 year deal, $7 million. And today they signed Marco Wilson, 1 year, $1.52 million. Guards that are still out there. And Dale can tell me if I'm wrong, but that's what I got written down. Tevin Jenkins, Kevin Zeiler, Brandon Scherf, Mekhi Becton, and Dalton Reiser. I hope they sign at least one of those guys, maybe two. Also, shout out to my Bearcats. They won today over Oklahoma State, 87-68. 4 more wins, baby. Let's go. 4 more wins, and we're in the NCAA tournament. We'll see what happens. But they played a lot better, I'll tell you that. Anyway, let's get to the man who is, in my opinion, one of the best draft guys you should follow. If you're not following him or you have not subscribed to his draft guide that supports Project Game Day, which I'll throw this up there real quick. Project Game Day, because they're doing their following event, the second day of the draft party fundraiser, support of sending individuals with disabilities and military vets to Bengals games, $30 per person. Following Midwest Best Barbecue, April 25th, 6 to 11 p.m. If you would like tickets, you can Venmo it at Project Game Day or PayPal projectgameday@gmail.com. And Dale has a draft guide that I highly, highly recommend you guys go get because he's always working on it. And that's enough chatter for me. Let's get to the man. He's my former seat neighbor, my boy, Dale Altman. What's up, Dale?
What's up, buddy?
How's your day going?
Nah, pretty good, you know. I mean, any day that you're in the second day of free agency and you sign Marco Wilson, you got to be excited, right?
Dude, I was ecstatic when we signed him.
Yeah.
I could not believe we brought him back. That was unbelievable.
I was hoping Crip would be in the chat. Look, Crip, I got a new addition back here. It was all Bengals, but I was like, you know what? Till the Bengals win a Super Bowl, I'm going to hang this Ohio State National Championship banner up back here. because he calls me a homer all the time. So at least get a little Buckeye flavor on there for him.
David wants to, what's the hold up on T? Any ideas?
Money.
The longer he waits, the more money he makes. That's the same thing with Jamar Chase. That's kind of where I'm at, because Jamar Chase is putting that stuff out there like, hey, taxes are coming. So, I mean, you have more guys get signed for the
know your worth and add tax to it.
Yeah.
Is what it was. Yeah.
If people get signed for the highest non-quarterback, you like, because Duke Tobin said they're going to make him the highest paid non-quarterback, just keeps going up. So
yeah,
that's what I think. Are we going to sign any guards? That's what I want to know.
We need to. I think you pretty much mentioned all of them. We got to shout out our boy Ricky, Slick Rick on Twitter. He's been doing great, man. League-wide hitting a lot of things. Now, he said nothing like anything's imminent or we're in contract talks, but he says the Bengals have interest in Tevin Jenkins.
Which that's my number one guy right now. That's the one I would like to get.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, for me, it's probably him and then Zeitler. And with Jenkins, though, you'd be hoping to get at least a 3-year deal or so. Whereas Zeitler, it's going to be 1 year. He's turning 35 anytime.
That's where I'm like, if you get Tevin Jenkins, get him to a 2 or 3 year deal, sign Zeitler for 1 year, and then hopefully you can draft a guy in the second round that you develop behind Zeitler.
Yep.
And then you roll in next year, you plug and play that guy. Works. That sounds good to me. I mean, I don't know why. Yeah, I'm not sure why it hasn't happened. So we'll see. Ryan, hey, we have a superstar in the chat. Ryan, he says Jenkins is a dream scenario. Ryan, stop being negative.
No, it is a dream scenario. I agree. Like that's what we need. Like, I agree, right?
I think that we were dreaming that we are going to get it.
No,
okay,
no, it's possible. I mean, he's out there, and obviously Will Fry's getting the contract he got. 5 years, $88 million a day was like poof.
Yeah.
So we were never in on that one, obviously.
No,
and I don't know what
not for that money.
I will say, like, this is just PFF, and a lot of these have been wrong, and it happens all the time, right? Some of them are close. A lot of them, players get way overpaid. Or you got Justin Reed, one of the last people that came off the board to the Saints at safety from the Chiefs. He got $5 million less per year than his projection from PFF. So it goes all over the place. But his projection for Jenkins is 3 years, $40 million from PFF. And he's not quite 27 years old. So, that's a lot of money, but it's not 588, right?
Right. It's not, and he's 27. And this, if I'm correct me if I'm wrong, is he coming off his rookie contract? Is that true? Okay, yeah. I thought he was.
Yeah.
So
yeah, because this should really be like when Jackson Carmen's coming up, but we cut him.
Or we could have just drafted Tevin Jenkins back then.
And I like Sam Cosmi was my guy, and he's played really well for the Commanders. He got hurt too.
Just think of this: if we kept Zeitler, 7 years ago, Chop's in there. What's up, Chop? If we kept Zeitler would still be our guard, and then we would drafted Jenkins, and we wouldn't even have to worry about this. It'd be great.
Yeah. But some other guys out there. So we mentioned Jenkins and Zeitler. Mekhi Becton's still out there. Like I said, he's been a better run blocker. But the Eagles, they traded for Kenyon Green, who was a former first-round pick. He was awful for the Texans, but they traded Chauncey Gardner-Johnson for him. So they have another guard, plus Tyler Steen, who filled in a lot at both guard spots when they had injuries. So that's another guy they have. So I'm not looking for Becton to be back to the Jets. So maybe you bring him in because, I mean, that's a bit – hey, you like big sons of bitches? And we got it. Scott Peters, new O-line coach. But still, you got mountains. You want more mountains. Here's another mountain. And
I would say that I first thought is we don't have a shot because we didn't sign last year, but we have a new O-line coach, so maybe it's a different vibe, and maybe he like it. Because
he's still not even 26. The kid's still 25 years old, and moved to guard, which looked like a great career decision for him. Yeah. He's projected 3 for 27. Who knows what he gets, right? Zeitler projected 1 for 6.25. Who knows what he gets? But these are all reasonable.
I get Zeitler that right now. I 1 for 6. Sign me up. That's a no-brainer.
Brandon Scherf, who's been really good in the league, and he stayed healthy when he signed that big contract with the Jaguars 3 or 4 years ago. 74.5 block grade last year. So he's only 1 year, $6 million. He is 33, but Zeitler's almost 35. Either way, but you're talking 1 year, and like you said, you hope to draft maybe a Tate Ratledge, and you don't have to force him in there. But guess what happens every single year? Injuries.
Right.
What you're going to need these guys. So having more guys, and honestly, if you had, let's say it was Becton and you drafted Ratledge, and then you got an injury at one of your tackle spots, Becton's played tackle every year prior to last year. That's a guy that could give you that versatility. Jedrick Wills is another guy. Wanted to mention him because somebody brought it up on the show yesterday on Bengals and Brews. Shameless plug.
What? You got that show?
Jedrick Wills from the Browns. So he has the connection with Scott Peters, and you'd be probably buying low right now on him because he didn't have a good season for the Browns. But he's been a tackle. But would he want to go that Mekhi Becton route where you bring him in as a guard and you try to see what he can do as a guard? And, he was pretty solid when he had Callahan and Scott Peters as the assistant O-line coach with Cleveland. So that's just another name that doesn't get mentioned. And then there's Dalton Risner, who probably shouldn't even talk about because we've talked about it for 3 years.
We haven't got him yet.
And Will Hernandez, who's 29 years old and coming off an injury, but projected to get less than $5 million a year. So there's still some guys out there, maybe 7, 6.5 if you want to count for me that I think, could come in and at least probably start for this team.
And the thing is, if you get 2 of them, which is what I really want them to do, I would love 2 of them. Yes,
I don't want to be greedy. Give me one for now.
Yeah,
and once I get it, then be greedy.
Let's go dream scenario like Ryan here says.
Right.
We get 2 of them. That means that Cody Ford and Volson are your backup interior guard. And people are like, oh, we don't want to keep Volson. I'll keep Volson just for a backup. But the thing is, like you just said, some people get hurt. I mean, go back to the AFC Championship game that we lost to the Chiefs. That's when Kappa was hurt. Our right tackle, I can't remember who the right tackle was then.
Was that 1 year Vikings guy, white boy?
Alt. No, not Alt.
No, I can't think of his name.
Anyway,
somebody in the chat will have it,
he
but I know
was hurt. Yeah. Anyway, he was hurt. My point is,
we had Isaiah Prince.
We had Reef. There you go, Ryan. Thank you.
Yeah, Riley Reef.
Riley Reef. I'll get to your comment there up at top in a minute here, Ryan. My point is, people get hurt, and that we had the same problem with the defensive line last year. That's where I'm like, you and me were talking on Twitter. Say, I like to add another edge. I want to keep Trey. I still want to keep him, but I want to add another edge because people get hurt. Look at our defensive line last year. I wasn't very happy with it, with the whole, if everybody was healthy, I didn't think it was good enough. And then people got hurt. So that's the thing is, not only do they need to add starters, they need to have depth. And that's where we talked about this last year. And neither one of us were happy with the depth of the offensive line or the defensive line. Yeah. And it's kind of like, I feel like they're doing it again, which drives me insane.
I see a vision for the D line, so go with me for a second.
Yeah, take me on a journey, Dale. Let's go.
And I think we're probably done in free agency. Now, I'm not opposed because right now there's no pass rushing, right?
Right.
But there's not a lot out on the market for that either.
Does this mean we're keeping Trey?
In this scenario, okay. I think you have to. There's no other big names out there.
They have to keep him right now.
There's no edge right now that's going to come in, and then your other guy. And listen, we like Osai. We like Miles Murphy.
Yes,
the guys that I was going to talk highly about. I don't want to crap on, but I like them with Trey Hendrickson. I like them with Trey Hendrickson.
And I like Cam Sample too. I like to bring him back too.
Yep, that was one I mentioned earlier, and I was going to mention him, and then Cedric Johnson, who I thought was a really good 6th-round pick. Another year of him, I think, will be nice. So you see like 5 edges and 5 there. So if you get Sample, you've got 5 edges on the roster if you work something out with Trey. And Cam Sample doesn't keep you from still drafting somebody in the 1st or 2nd round at edge, as they should in a very good edge and defensive tackle class.
Or Nolan.
Yes, which would be the next part of it. Yeah. So right now we got a bunch of pretty good run defenders, and BJ Hill gives you a bit in the pass rush, but it's nothing spectacular, right? He's a piece. He's a good, solid veteran. But you got him, you got Slayton, who, depending how high or low you want to be on that signing, just go to different sites. You go to PFF, you're going to be low on him as a run defender, and that's what he does either way. He's a run defender. He's not a pass rusher. You go to ESPN, though, and their win rate, he's one of the best run stoppers in the league. So depending how good you want to feel about that, and time will tell, the truth's probably somewhere.
I think he's could be a good replacement for DJ Reader.
Yeah, that's your hope.
That's what we're hoping. Yeah, good. All right, keep going.
So you got him and Hill, and then we've said, like, McKinley Jackson and Chris Jenkins, they're good, solid 3s and 4s on your defensive tackles. So you kind of got your 2 guys, you got your 2 backups, but with all 4 of those, you're still missing that pass rusher. So that's where a guy like Walter Nolan comes in. And I talked a lot about Kenneth Grant, but I honestly think the TJ Slayton deal, I don't even consider Grant anymore. I just don't. I don't consider him.
That's the spot he'd play, so.
And I think McKinley backs that spot up, or at least in body, if him and Jenkins are in, whatever, however.
I'd rather have a starter. Like, Nolan's a 3-tech. I mean, it's a perfect spot for him.
But it bumps up a guy like Derek Carman. So you get one of those guys, though. Let's just either one of them. And I'm much higher on Walter Nolan than Derek Carman. Mm-hmm. But if we were to trade down to 23 or 24, pick up an extra third because we only have 6 picks, and still get a Derek Carman, you feel a lot better about that D tackle room at that point if you get one of those guys in the first. So, I think that some of the depth's there, but no big splashes. And if you lose Trey, then you're just in panic mode because you almost got to force an edge, right? You've got to force an edge. You can't get that D tackle pass rusher we want in the first because you're forcing an edge, whether it's Pierce and Green, who I really like both of them. You almost have to force a guy like that. Or they go Michael Williams and just hope he's a good pass rusher when he hasn't quite done that, or Shamar Stewart, like if that's who's there.
Well, and the funny thing is I read an article, and I've been reading a lot of articles. I don't remember who wrote it, James Rapien or Jay Morris. I don't remember who wrote it, but according to this article, I think I quote tweeted it actually, that the Trey's agent told the Bengals that they could get a first-round pick for Trey, which, to be honest, I love Trey. This is no shade on Trey at all. When he first said they want to get traded, I said, I hope we get a second round. I don't see us getting a first. I just don't. And
like a second and a third or fourth, and whether it's this year or next was my initial thought too.
So I mean, now for me, the thought process is, all right, this is the Bengals. All right, you think you can get a first? All right, good. Go get us one. Go see your market. And maybe Trey is, and they're finding out that he's not in this. I'm not trying to shit on him, but he's not Max Murphy. Max Crosby. He's not Miles Murphy. Yeah, Miles Garrett. I keep confusing him. He's not those guys, which he's not. I mean, he's
not Miles Murphy.
Yeah, and he's not Miles Murphy either. He's the best.
Or Max Murphy, Miles' brother.
Max is awesome.
Neither of those two.
Yeah, but Max is awesome. Follow Max on Twitter. But he doesn't do the run. He's a great rusher of the passer, and that's what he is. And there's nothing wrong with that. But
he's decent against the run. Like there's some guys that are like awful.
Yeah, he's not awful at it, but he's not. He's not
his strength. It's not a strength. It's
So he's not going to get up there with them. Now, I still think he's going to get 30 to 35, which I'm okay with if you do that for like 2 years. That'd be fine. Which would make it a 3-year, on top of this coming year. That's fine with me, and that's where I think the Bengals are, and I kind of think that's where his market is.
Yeah, and I would like if they could come back. Sorry to cut you off, but if it's like 30, and let's just say it's 30 per for a 2-year extension, that puts it at 60, and then he's on a contract for 16, so that puts it at like 76. So that's a little over 25. It's like 25.3 per year if you average the 3 years, and that's pretty damn good for a guy that got you 17 and a half sacks. Yeah. He would feel, in my opinion, some security because you're here under contract for 3 years. We're going to have you here for 3 years. Boom, here's all this money. You're going to make $76 million over this 3 years. You should feel this security. As you're over 30, you've got your security. For the Bengals, we've got our guy. We really have nobody right now as a pass rusher that we can say is like the guy at pass rusher. You can hope we don't have that. You can hope Murphy gets better at it.
I've been saying this for 3 years. I'm so happy we signed Osai. I think this is the year. He's just got too much talent. And I'm not saying he's going to be.
He came on at the end of the year.
He could be a rotation. But if we can get something more out of him and something out of Miles Murphy, which I think we can, I don't know. But I still want enough. I still want somebody else. That's the thing. I'll get to some of the comments here.
I will say also for Trey while you're looking through those, because Andrew mentions, wouldn't the trade for Trey have already been done if teams were really interested? I mean, I think so, right? Because look at all the guys that flew off the market, and a bunch of them went to teams that we were connecting specifically with Trey. Like Atlanta just signed Floyd that got released. They snatched him up quick, but all these teams, Arizona,
that's where I go back.
Most Bears signed Odeyingbo. Like there's a bunch of guys that
but that's where I go back to where the agent said that they get a first-round pick. Maybe they weren't willing to give up a first-round pick, and the Bengals like, well, we're not giving them up unless you get us a first-round pick. Because the Bengals don't have – just because they come to the Trey and his agent come to an agreement with the teams doesn't mean the Bengals have to. And we know the Bengals are stubborn. If they are like, all right, you said you can get us a first-round pick, which I can totally see them doing this. So that's the only thing for me. That's where I think it might be stalling, and that's where I'm getting hope that it might come back. Let me get to Ryan's comment here. What we were talking about earlier with Jenkins. So funny thing about Jenkins is if we would have drafted him instead of Carmen, we'd be watching him leave via free agency now, and we have a chance to win before a Super Bowl run. Well, hopefully that wouldn't be true. I just thought that was funny.
But either way, right? Maybe if we would have added him, maybe we'd already have a Super Bowl. Yeah. But now, since we didn't get that Super Bowl, now we have a chance to rewrite a wrong, bring this guy in, and now get a Super Bowl with him. So I'm picking up what Ryan's throwing down there.
That would be nice. Bo here, pretty much same defense as last year after Tobin said it wouldn't be just load up on offense and try to outscore everyone. Give me Genty round 1, wide receiver, tight end round 2, score 40 points every weekend. Well, we gotta get guards. I mean, that's the thing. Look, if we get, that's what I keep saying, Dale. I'm going back to that.
I think we need a guard more than a running back.
I think
of them right now.
Yeah, we really, if we get 2 guards, it's going to solidify that offense. Joe's not going to get touched. Our offense will score 40 points just by that alone. Because if we have interior guys who can run block.
Well, and keep the pocket from collapsing on Joe. And how many times did freaking Cordell Volson step on Joe's foot and we worried, oh gosh, here. Uh-oh.
I mean, so if we just get 2 guards, we're going to score 40 points because Joe's going to be better and we're going to be able to run the ball better, I think. So to me, and I'm not, even with this draft the way it is, we might draft a running back, but I'm not doing it until 3rd or 4th round.
Yeah, and honestly, it might not even be a conversation for Genty or Hampton because a lot of people seem to be high on those guys. Now, maybe Hampton's there at 17, but now that the Raiders got Geno Smith, I'm hearing a lot of people, including like Mel Kiper and all these guys, and their mock drafts now, they're like, yeah, Ashton Genty might go at 6 overall. And they're the team that took Brock Bowers when a lot of people wasn't he was starting to fall a little bit, and they're like, well, we have Michael Mayer, but we're not passing on this guy. And Brock Bowers like 4th on my board, so I understood why you still take a guy that high, even if the positional value isn't there. And I think the Raiders, they did it last year and had success, that it makes sense for them to double down, and they need a running back. So I could see them taking Genty at 6. And so I'm not completely opposed to Genty at 17 because he's, like I said, 4th overall player on my board. I understand you have to have the conversation. Part of me almost hopes he's gone because I just think we need pass rush. I don't care if it's edge. I don't care if it's D tackle. And that's with Trey back. We need another pass rusher at one of those spots.
That's why I say go get 2 guards and sign them. And hell, I would do this, to be honest. Even if he signed Zeitler for 1 year, I'd go get 2 pass rushers. Like, I would love to get Nolan. Nolan's kind of my guy at 17. I like to get him. And then get another edge in 2nd round. I mean, I would be down for that. If they did that, that'd be good. Let's get to KP from KC. What's up? Hey, fellas. What y'all thinking? Trade back, pick Seattle at 18. Get Nolan, Green, Pierce, extra picks because Seattle needs a receiver bad. Dale.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was looking at something. If you could trade back 1 pick, sure, but
who are you giving up for? You got to give something up to trade back, I think.
No, I mean, they would be giving us something. It wouldn't be much. It would just be probably getting like 5th, 6th, 7th. I mean, probably a 6th or 7th, one spot in the back half of the 1st round. Yeah. And a lot of people don't think anybody's going to be willing to trade up because this class has so many guys between 15 and 50 that are very similarly graded on a lot of people's boards that they don't know. But it takes one team to trade up with you. So I don't know necessarily for 18 KP, but I sure wouldn't mind trading down to 22, 23 because I know what that gets me in return from 17. That gets me another 3rd round pick. That gets me another swing in the top 100. Give me another swing in the top 100.
Question for you: If Nolan is sitting there, or he's pretty damn close, and you got a pretty good idea you might get him at 17, but you might not get him past that, are you still dropping back?
For me personally, no, because Walter Nolan is, I think, 11th or somewhere around between 10 and 12 on my board. So at pick 17, I would have no problem Now you hear chatter about the character, this, that, and the other, but who knows with that?
I don't
There's
even know what that
nothing out
is.
there.
Yeah.
It's impossible for me to knock him down.
Yeah.
But teams can do their due diligence. I just think he's a damn good football player. That's only going to get better.
Now, I brought this up on Twitter. I think you did. Aziz is possible to sign him.
Yeah, I don't think. See, I know he had 6 sacks. He had one of his best games against
It's
us.
a rotational piece again too, is what I'm saying.
But his pass rush grade though was only like 54.6 or something.
But isn't he like 27 years old though?
No, he's young. He's like 25, 26. I probably have
that
that here.
I think he's 25.
He's 24.6. So he's 20. Yeah. He's 25. So it was almost like maybe you bring him in because he's young and he's still developing. If you didn't bring back Osai.
But now, you brought
if you lose Trey, sure, get Aziz. But I'm just saying, I personally would rather have kept Osai because I'm just very high on Osai. And if you look at their win rates per PFF, I will say Aziz was a little higher than Osai, but it was by maybe 3%. And I think Osai was a better run defender than him. So to me, I think Osai's a better player. And I think with a new D-line coach and a new defensive coordinator, I loved Osai coming out of Texas. So I still think that Osai could take off. I mean, because we've seen it toward the end of the year with he had 5 sacks in the last 5 or 6 games, and Ojulari had 6 sacks total. Now, Osai only also had about 5 sacks. But I'm just saying, it seemed like one guy was trending upward at the end, and the other one was almost trending backward for their team. Because Ojulari had those 6 sacks, it seemed like around the trade deadline when we wanted to get him.
Well, it goes back to that time when Blue dumbed down, or however you want to put it, the defense. Once he did that, which the season was damn near done by the time he finally did that, that's when the defense got better. I know Cap keeps saying the defense got better at the end, which it did, but we're got a new defense coordinator, so we'll see. Hopefully he makes it a little better. But that's the thing for me. Osai has got all the tools. He was finally through a healthy season. So knock on wood, he'll be healthy again next year. And we'll see.
And I still think we need another pass rusher. That's what I'm saying.
That's
Mike Green, James Pierce, you get Princely Umamiela in the second round. There's ways. I still think we need to add another pass rusher. I'm not saying, and Osai's on a 1-year contract, but I'm just saying Aziz Ojulari would have also been on a 1-year contract. Right. So I know we still need other pieces, and I'm not fully banking on Osai. That's why I would still draft one. Well, and I'm also hoping Miles Murphy takes a step. He's a first-round pick going into his 3rd year. It's almost a little bit of now or never with him, too. So I'm just saying, I'm not going to sit here and apologize for Osai. That he's been great. A lot of injuries, hasn't played a ton of snaps. But I just, there's something, I can't quit him, guys. I just can't quit him. Okay?
I can't quit him either. To me, the thing is, I want Ojulari and draft one. I want more. Just and if it's a 1 year, if he doesn't work out, you can always cut him. I mean, that's just that. If it's a 1 year deal, that's the way NFL works. I want more bodies at this.
Bring back Carl Lawson, and if anything, put him on the practice squad. I'm just saying, Carl Lawson had 5 sacks last year. Carl Lawson had 5 sacks last year.
We need bodies. We need people to throw at this. Let's see here. Michael Madden. Any chance Pierce falls us, do you think?
Yeah, he's another guy that everybody, all this character stuff, once again, no clue what all that means. How motivated can he be? I've even heard Dane Brugler say that, and he is pretty plugged in. So there's got to be some smoke there about, can you get the most out of him? So, does he just seem disinterested sometimes? I don't know. I'm just saying. And some people have an attitude that maybe just the coach is like, I want more fire out of this guy, and they don't see it. I just know this. When I watch him on the football field, he's a damn good pass rusher and a damn good football player. So for me, I'm like, yeah. And I do think he'll be there, though. It seems like he'll be there because of the Shamar Stewarts of the world that tested like athletic freaks. Might not have had the production, but they got the traits. Michael Williams could go before him. Mike Green could go before him. Abdul Carter's definitely going before him. He was probably going top 3. So, I do think Pierce could easily fall to 17 and maybe a little farther. If you did trade down, maybe you're not comfortable with Pierce at 17. You trade down to 23, 24, and Pierce is still on the board, and you say, you know what, screw it. We done added an extra 3rd-round pick. We're going to take Pierce here. I think both things are possible, honestly.
So, question, we talked about this off there. What do you think Geno Stone was talking about bringing that same energy? I said, yeah, let's go. Who day? I'm like, I don't know.
I said, well, there's a time change, Gino. I can't continue to have the same energy. Like I woke up at 2:30 in the morning and I was awake for like an hour. So
Just
I'm
scrolling Twitter, see if you missed anything.
I'm just saying.
We're just scrolling. It's bad when you start dreaming about free agency. That's what I've done the last couple of nights. I've dreamed about it. Like, oh,
yeah,
God.
it's like I wake up at 2:30 in the morning and it's like,
what they do?
That's usually when you just go back to sleep or you go take a piss and you go back to sleep.
Right.
And I'm like, I gotta check and see what I missed, and I gotta.
I'm doing
Maybe
the
we
same
signed
thing.
somebody after I fell asleep at 11. Maybe we signed someone at 11:01. You never know.
You never know. Hey, we signed. I still remember when we signed Orlando Brown. That was like I was literally about to go to bed.
Yeah,
it was like 11 o'clock.
After 10. Yeah, it was 10.
I was like, dude, I'm going live. Let's go.
Yeah, I was like, I'm not going live, but
Yeah,
it still was hard to get to sleep, you know.
I was trying to get you to come on with me. Dustin, Eagles building a blueprint. I think Green, Pierce, and Nolan are gone before 17 character stuff is hogwash. NFL owners are sourceless. LOL. Soulless. LOL. I hope not. That's where I'm hoping all these, and I keep saying the skilled guys. I mean, the offensive skilled guys go. You know, the running backs. I saw not Brewer, Danny Jeremiah. I thought I was watching NFL Network. I thought he scrolled down and he had Genty. Is that the running back from Boise?
Yeah,
they had him down at like 20 something. Get drafted by. I'm like, really?
Yeah, and a lot of other ones. That was just his mock draft, but I think it's higher on his board. And then he's got Hampton. He had Hampton going right after, and he had Travion Henderson going right after. So he had 3 running backs going in his last mock draft, it's a loaded running back class.
That would be great. I mean, that's what yes, we would like to get a running back, but I want defensive guys. I want Nolan and these guys to drop to get to us. But and I just I want to go back to that with TJ Slayton. If you have him, I think I said he's our best version of DJ Reader, and you get Nolan next to him, dude, and then you got BJ Hill.
Yeah, BJ would actually have somebody to rotate with him that can give you something rushing the quarterback, like when we had and Lario is out there. Just saying,
but that'd be the closest thing we've had to that rotation. We haven't had that since then because BJ best years are when he's not getting so many snaps. We got to get snaps off of BJ, I think.
And then, like, if we did still want to bring in a D tackle. So there was one that was released yesterday, Malik Collins. He's a pretty good pass rusher. And then the other one is Levi Onwuzurike, who I thought we would actually go after because he's, to me, a younger version of PJ Hill. They're very similar. They're graded very similar. They both had 3 sacks last year. He's a former second-round pick. BJ was a former third-round. There's just a lot of weird similarities. But this guy's getting ready to turn 27, where BJ was 30. And I was thinking, okay, we're just going to get this guy and
play.
Give him BJ Hill's locker, and everyone could call him BJ Hill. And just like,
were you surprised they signed BJ so quick? Because I was.
Yeah, a little bit, but I mean, I wasn't against it, but I just thought maybe they go with this younger guy. That's kind of been their MO, you know, with a lot of these guys.
Bo's on beer 21. Go.
If it wasn't Tuesday, brother, and I've been on the rum kick, so I haven't been on the beer, but man, but rum tastes good about right now.
What was
buddy.
that? Was that Rabba? Is that what you said? Rabba?
Rum.
Rabba.
Been on the rum.
Bo says, why are we giving a wide receiver who's always hurt $33 million a year? Well, right now we're not.
Yeah.
He's
and I wonder, because that's what DK got on the new 4-year part of his contract extension was 33 per. I don't know what he's asking for. I would probably still do 30. I know maybe you're splitting hairs.
You're going to have to.
I just think I'd give him 3 years, 30 million.
He's going to want more than DJ. He's better than DJ back.
But put some protection in there, right? Put some per game, but like, okay, you get this much per game you play. And they did that with Gesicki, I believe, too. So they do that with a lot of players. So I think you definitely want to do that with T.
That's another one I'm surprised they signed so quick. I'm glad, but I didn't think Gesicki would get signed this quick. I mean, I was hoping I honestly thought we were coming out with 2 guards right out the gate like we did. Because they released Alex Capel. Once they released him, because they don't release guys unless they have somebody to put in there for them. Now, don't sit there and tell me it's Cody Ford because we don't have another guard. Even if it is Cody Ford, we don't have one. So that's why I thought we were going to come out the gate with that. Let's see here. Dustin. Paul Danner brought up a good point that we're signing guys we're familiar with since we've been burned the last couple of years. Yeah, I mean, that's true. I mean, that's kind of been my point to them. The guys they've brought in have not worked. Now we got TJ Slayton, which we'll find out, but I feel better about
But Jerry Montgomery has familiarity with him too, our D line coach, because he was there when they drafted him. He was there every year, but last year with him.
Yep, I forgot about that. You're right, but I feel better about him. I mean, we let DJ go, and then we brought in Rankins. I wasn't ecstatic.
Yeah,
I'm like,
I wanted to get Rankins to pair with BJ Hill keep Reader. So there's still a way to get to what we kind of wanted even last year. We're banking on Slayton, and I'm not saying he's DJ Reader because DJ Reader was spectacular.
Oh, he's awesome. Yeah,
but awesome. If Slayton gives you 85% of DJ Reader this year, and you can start to get a rotation with BJ Hill as a pass rusher there beside him, then things are looking up, especially compared to last year.
I mean, the thing is, people keep saying he's not a pass rusher, which is fine. He's not. What he does do, same like DJ did, is he'll take two guys and hold them right there and totally push them up a little bit. Well, the other guys come around and go get the quarterback, and the quarterback cannot step up because this big-ass dude is standing right there.
And that's what Slayton is supposed to be pretty damn good at, too, because he's like 6'4", 330. He's a big son bitch, as they say.
One big son of a bitch.
Yeah, Pat McAfee right there. That's pretty good. That's a pretty good Pat McAfee, Jeff.
Hey, I have been working on it.
And then Mike asks, how good is the linebacker we got from Philly, Oren Burks? He filled in good. He had to play for them in the playoffs because Kobe Dean was injured. Well, another one, like Slayton, you can look at one source and feel really good about it, or you can look at another.
I'm looking at that one. I like that one. He missed 3 tackles. That's good.
Pro Football Reference said he's missed 3 tackles in his career.
Yes.
Per PFF, he missed 12 tackles last season with a 17.
Who cares what PFF says?
With a 17% missed tackle rate, and Pratt had a 12% missed tackle rate. So per that, he's the worst tackler. He hasn't played a ton. He's 29 years old. He's about to turn 30. It's a good signing for what it is. 2 years, $5 million. It's no risk at all. No, special teams, linebacker 3, Akeem Davis-Gaither got $11 million for 2 years. You got this guy 2 for 5.
Yeah,
great deal. It's a great deal. How good is he? Is he replacing Pratt? Not in my opinion. No. Does he maybe fill in when a guy gets injured and you feel good about it? Hell yeah, because he did it for Philadelphia, winning in the Super Bowl too.
Well, that's the other thing though, is I'm kind of surprised Pratt's still here, that they haven't cut him or traded him or anything. So and that's the thing is, if he's gone, which we all think he's going to be gone, that's a hole they got to fix still. And
I don't know what the plan is there, Jeff. Right. I really don't, because I thought Burks was clearly a replacement for Gaither, and it showed when Burks signed and then Gaither signed elsewhere. Right. Yeah. It was, but the money made it pretty obvious too, to me at least. And then Pratt is still here, but I thought they might go after. Well, the linebacker market first off got just destroyed before it ever started because. Yeah. Like 4 guys signed back with their teams: Nick Bolton, Sherwood, all the top guys on that market. And then Dre Greenlaw was coming off of an injury, and he's a guy I wanted, but he ended up going to Denver. So I thought maybe they would sign a Dre Greenlaw, and then that would signify, okay, now we're just going to release Pratt if nobody wanted to give us a 6th, 7th. Maybe they've mended things. Maybe Pratt. We haven't heard nothing.
That's what I was about to say. I said maybe they're bringing Pratt back. I mean, I don't know. That's kind of because to me it kind of is the same way with Trey Henderson. The market isn't there for Trey to get back what the Bengals want, or I think what Trey thought he'd get. The market's not there for the Bengals to replace Pratt at all, and you can't draft a 3-tech and edge. And well, I guess you can, but it's really hard.
Well, the thing would be, okay, do they get Jahad Campbell, who tested like a freak, really liked his tape from Alabama in the first round? Now, once again, I'm not loving the idea of taking him. I think he's well worth that pick, though. He's like 13th on my board. So if they're like, oh, we got a Jahad Campbell here at 17, he's going to be our starter. Now we release Pratt, or we trade him later in the draft on day 3. We trade him for a 5th or 6th round pick. Right. That could still happen. Yeah, but if they don't get him or a Carson Swessinger in the 2nd, I don't think they're getting a guy coming in that's going to start. If they get another linebacker in the 3rd, 4th round, I don't think they're going to feel comfortable in that guy starting and releasing Pratt at that point. So to me, right now it's kind of like Trey Henderson. We feel like it's trending back, that they're going to figure a way to work this. He'll play here this year. Maybe he even plays on the deal. I didn't think he would, but maybe he just says, I want to hit unrestricted free agency next year. I'll play on your damn 16 mil, or let's bump it up to the 23 for this year and I'll play on it. And then you guys just don't tag me. I think all those are on the table.
Everything's on the table right now. Yeah, the longer this goes, everything on the table. The other thing that I thought, this was before Pratt demanded a trade. Pratt played his best ball when Al Golden was his linebackers coach.
And he was playing him on 2 downs. So how will you feel about that again?
Right.
That was our 3rd down play caller on the defense was Al Golden. So, and he was having his ass off the field, which I wonder if that's why he requested a trade, because he sees himself as a 3-down player.
But I think he's proven he's not. That's not the thing. Really. So that's where I'm like, maybe him and Al Golden, had a beer, dapped it up. I don't know. I mean, I'm not sure what's going on. That's the one that I'm surprised he's still here. But I'm not, because we don't have anybody to replace him. Now, if we can, like you said, if we get somebody in the draft and then trade him, then maybe. I don't know.
Look at that, man. I made it 40 minutes before I turned that mic on.
I know.
That might be a record, man.
I'm proud of you.
I mean, we were just spitting a lot of fire there. There was so much to talk about. I was like, I don't think I can just even take a breather here.
See, this is why I like when we're on the show. See, dude, we got like 733 people watching us right now. That's awesome. That's the highest I've had probably ever.
Probably how sexy you are, man.
No, it's totally you. It's totally you. No, it's because of that elite thumbnail I made.
Yeah, let me know if all those views go down now that my face is off the screen, because I mean that would really hit my ego,
I already lost one.
Like, oh, sorry guys, my good-looking ass face isn't on there anymore. It's just my awesome ass voice instead.
Exactly. All right, let's get the dust in here. What you would notice with Golden's defense is you aren't going to see huge sack numbers. He likes D-lines that eat blocks and linebackers and safeties that roam around. He likes sticky coverage, corners, and to blitz, too. You know what? Honestly, as long as they don't score and we don't get in third and keep them in 3rd and long, that's fine with me. That's what I want to see. I want to see 3rd and long, and I do want to see pressure on the court, and I'm okay with blitzing. I'm okay with that. Another thing I want to bring up there, Dale, and I asked Charlie Goldschmidt on Twitter, and he ignored me, didn't answer. He's talking about the cornerback room. Do you think Fig Newton could move inside? That's the guy because I like Dax Hill outside. I know he can move inside, but I was really impressed with him outside.
I think he could, and I think that'll be part of the conversations they have. I mean, and obviously maybe they still get somebody in the draft. I thought maybe they go after a veteran either way. And it does kind of mention that Mike Hilton surprised me that he's still out there. I mean, at the end of the day, what if his market just dries up and he says, I'll come back for 1 year, 3. I don't think I turn Mike Hilton down for $3 to $5 million or whatever for a year, and then he can hit the market again if he'd like. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I think he could. To answer your question, but I also think Dax would do really well in that role because I liked him coming out of Michigan, and he pretty much did that role. But he looked good at outside corner. So, and you can never have enough outside corners because you're going to need them. So if he's knowing that you're probably going to need him in outside corner, I understand why you keep him. And then CTB, is he all the way back and locked in this year? Is how healthy is DJ Turner? The health of these guys might determine it too.
Yep.
Between Dax and DJ Turner, both coming off of injuries last season.
And Paul Painter's got it. The reason I got so many views, it's the Altman effect.
That's got to be it, right?
No, it's not me. It's you.
Couldn't be free agency or anything.
No, that has nothing to do with that. We're hoping the Bengals do something. Let's see here. Chris, we got a deal with Mulgeta. Have y'all talked about that? I talked about it yesterday a little bit. I'm happy. We talked about it earlier with Osai. Yes, we did. And we're happy that we got Osai back. And I think the Bengals gave in. Because I think the Bengals, like you mentioned it, Dale, the Bengals wanted more than 1 year. Mulgeta is like, nope, 1 year because he's going to ball out this year and he's going to get the market and still be 25.
Yeah, Mulgeta was probably still haggling every dime and everything that he wanted.
No, that's the problem. They both want to win the contract.
It's still a little bit of like, how much can you do business with this guy when it comes to a top market guy? Right. We don't know that yet, but. Having said that, I'm still happy that we got some deal with this guy because we can't say they've never got a deal with that. Well, we have. It just,
you got to
1 year, but
because he's going to keep getting the top guys. Yes, he's getting them money. You've got to be able to work out something with him. So I'm glad they got that done. And we got our boy Samaje back.
Hey, you didn't even say Samardzija. Jeff was Chop was excited yesterday. He said we get a couple more years of Jeff saying Samardzija.
I said it right.
Man, Chop, suck it, buddy. But
I'm
that's
happy.
a good signing. He was
I
the guy
think
we
so.
talked about. I would like him, Khalil Herbert, and right now Trayvon's not under contract. Zach Moss, maybe he never plays football again. With that, the Bengals don't sound like they know what's going on with the Knicks.
Yeah.
So it doesn't keep you from drafting another running back in your room. But you got Samardzija, who you got familiarity with. There was like no guaranteed money on the contract, I think, when it came out today. So 2 years, and maybe he's here both years, whatever, somebody else comes on. But you can never have enough running backs either. And he's a special teams guy, right? He's the one who usually lines them up and does all that stuff. So I'm glad he's back. I think that's a good, solid deal.
I'm glad, and I'm first time I see him, he's going to walk out with a hoodie on. I'm like, come here, I'm going to shake your hand since Patrick Mahomes wouldn't. You see that where he shook everybody's hand?
Yeah, dude, that was weird. Now I hope he's out for blood. See, I hope he's out for blood. And he just wants to kill those guys in the playoffs next year.
But with Zach Moss, they might be waiting just like with Pratt. They don't want to get rid of him until they actually know who they got.
Yeah, it could be the draft through the draft and see. Maybe it doesn't work.
Scataboo! Give me Scataboo!
There you go.
Let
me ask about Allen from the Commanders. Yeah, he went to the Vikings this morning for 3 years, $60 million. Some people were like, "Can we get him on maybe a cheapish 1 year deal?"
Yeah.
No. Vikings went on a spending spree this morning and last night.
Yeah.
They signed their own corner last night, Byron Murphy, who was my favorite corner if you were going to make a splash at that position. And then they got Fries, they got Allen, and then they doubled down with D-tackle pass rushers and got Javon Hargrave as well. So.
Hey, Chris said, good. This guard bidding war is real, or Katie's just telling us what we want to hear. Well, the guards are getting paid. I will tell you
some of them, right?
Yeah, the guys we want are probably going to get paid. Well, Zeitler's a cheaper one, but Tevin Jenkins is probably going to get paid. And like I said, I'm okay with that. You got to pay for guys. Especially, let's just put it this way: if the Bengals, for some reason, figure out how to draft offensive linemen again, they're going to have to pay these guys to keep them. So, Rob wants to know what handshake. So, was it a Super Bowl? Was that the video?
Yeah. They were losing the Super Bowl, and he was going down the sideline.
Shaking everybody's hand. And Samardzija stood up, and he went right by him and went right to Kelsey.
How did it? Like he was ready, and he just did not. Shook every other skilled player's hand on that sideline but Samardzija. It was weird. It was just weird.
It was weird.
Not intentional, but damn, it didn't look good.
It didn't look good. And Samardzija is the one who got him the first down to get him to the Super Bowl, to seal it. And the AFC Championship game, and he just dogged him like that. That's terrible. So what's your? Can you give me some hope that the Bengals will draft Scataboo? I really would like to draft him.
It's possible. I don't know how high he goes. I mean, third, fourth round.
That's where I think his ceiling's third. Is what I'm. That's
There's a bunch of guys though. Like, I mean, even if it's not him, like that could really help this team for like a bigger body guy with a lot of talent. Damian Martinez, that we've talked about. Taj Brooks, maybe like later in the draft, sixth round or so.
The views just went back up. I'm back to 735. See, your face comes back on. It's all you. That's sexiness there. Chop says, I heard there's a bidding war for Jenkins. There might be.
Yeah, people are speculating that there could be because the Giants were one of the teams in on Will Fries. So they're thinking that they're probably in on Jenkins. I think it's more speculation. And then our guy, Slick Rick, used to be Pretty Ricky, a different account. The People's Insider, as I like to call him.
Yeah.
He said the Bengals are interested in Jenkins. Didn't say that they had an offer out there. Didn't say who else, but he did say that.
Yeah. And I believe what he says. So I believe they're interested. And what did Fry sign for again offhand? Because that was huge.
5 for 88. And you'll have to see the details of what that really is because they always give you like the top end number and the year. There's probably an out in there after 2 or 3. He's coming off a pretty severe injury too.
Well, and that's where the Bengals have to get better doing that with their contracts. They don't do all that stuff normally. That's where hopefully Katie and Troy will start doing that so you can make it look like you paid them a lot of money, but you really didn't because you can get out of the last 2 years or a year of it.
Yeah, and so far it's been status quo with the contracts. It's a lot of front loaded. We're going to pay you up front, minimal guaranteed money after the second or third year. That's just how they do contracts. And they don't do void years. They don't do a lot of things that would help them clear up cap in the current year to help push for a Super Bowl. It's frustrating as a fan, but you almost just have to realize that's how they do business.
And the thing is, even if they do it the way they normally do contracts, they still have enough money to get these guys in, including Trey. I think they still have the money. Now and that's the thing that I was hoping they would get T and Jamar and Trey done before free agency, so you know what the money is. That's done, and it help and it would be it would help the hit on the salary cap as well too if you structured it right.
Yep, I agree. And and that's what I thought with Trey. If you were going to trade him, why wouldn't you have traded him before all of these free agents flew off the board? Because you should have got one.
You should have got one, and you could have got more for Trey then. But I said this yesterday. I said maybe the Bengals dragging their feet on this is going to work out for them better to keep Trey, because maybe the market's not where Trey thinks and his agent thinks it is for him. I don't know.
And his agent has not done him any favors to this point for a couple years to be in this situation with the contract he signed in the first place.
He's too nice of a guy to fire him.
Yeah.
He is. Trey had it. Look, dude, there's two Treys. There's off the field Trey, who is nice as hell, God-fearing dude, and then there's blackout Trey, who's a freaking psychopath. I told you this story before. Where I was last year before I was down at Bengals training camp, and I was like, "What's up, Trey?" And he went, "Woof." I'm like, "Oh, all right." I think I just saw blackout Trey. That was scary. Yeah. I think I peed a little bit.
Yeah, he's in a different world when he's on the football field,
dude.
Different mindset.
Yeah, it's late in the day.
Probably what makes him great, and he can turn it off and still be a great family man and great person outside of it.
I think if he had lasers coming out of his eyes, he would have killed me. I mean, he was just like, "Hey, hi, don't kill me."
Yeah. Chop one says Flowers. I see because he said he's never leaving. Chop said it all along.
Hey, I'm hoping Chop's right. Like,
he said they'll end up working it out. Chop never thought he'd leave, never be traded. So shout out to Pork Chop. He wants your flowers. I'll give you your flowers, you sweet prince.
Chris, they're going to tell Trey to play on what they sign or retire.
It wouldn't be shocking, Chris.
Yeah, I can't argue with that.
It's true. Chop did also FaceTime with Trey.
Yes. And that, to me, that's what sealed the deal. When he saw that face.
Yeah, I can't leave this.
You can't leave that. You can't leave that face. You can't leave poor Chop's face. I mean, come on now. Chop, ruler of the world.
Yeah, not just ruler of like the jungle. He's the ruler of the world.
And Chop's getting a lot of time on here. He's not even on the show.
Chop gets a lot of love, man. I mean, he's just a sexy beast.
He's Pork Chop, man. Come on now.
Who doesn't love Pork Chop?
I don't know anybody.
Honestly, if someone didn't love Pork Chop, they would have to self-reflect on themselves.
I'm trying to think. I'm like, I don't know anybody who doesn't like Chop. I know people who don't like me.
Yeah, plenty of people don't like me.
Yeah.
And probably for good reason, honestly. I can be a dick.
I try to be a nice guy. I don't try to be mean. I don't know. My wife says I say stuff mean sometimes. I'm like, I'm not trying to. I'm just talking.
Yeah, sometimes I intentionally say stuff mean. Somebody pisses me off in a way, and I'm just like, I'm going to fucking cut deeper. Fuck you.
Screw you.
Yeah. Oh, you got to dig in? Let me fucking really dig in. And I'll fucking hold on to something for like months and wait till you fuck up even on the internet. And then I'll fucking pull it back out and be like, remember you said this?
Yeah.
See, I'm an asshole sometimes.
Yeah. Matt hates everybody.
Yeah, that's a good way to be, right? Like, fuck everybody.
Anyway, now you're the ruler of something else here. Dale is the ruler of Southern Ohio.
Yeah, I'm going to be on my
2 hours away from everything.
My meth throne. My throne of meth.
Oh, dude, we had two houses over here in Priceville. One blew up, and it's either gas or it's meth. And then we had another one about 2 blocks. And I don't live in Priceville, Delhi. Priceville is close though. We had another one catch on fire about a block down the street.
Meth might be moving your way, man. We might be looking up down here in Portsmouth.
I don't know.
I don't think we are. Doesn't seem like it when I drive through town. Still see a lot of crackheads or meth heads or. No offense. Well, a little offense. Yeah, it's kind of fucking shit, man. Get off
like
of
that.
it. Try.
You like that meme I did the other day? Crack on your peanut butter? Yeah.
Yeah.
Chappelle.
Yeah, I said one of these guards, man, would hit like crack in the 80s,
Dude, if we get one of these guards.
It's like, come on, man. It would just like, what a great way to just boom.
Right, well, while we're live
Jenkins.
on the show right now, just tell us you signed the guard. Tevin Jenkins right now.
Kevin Zeitler. Mekhi Becton, listen,
Yeah,
I worry about the
anybody.
pass blocking a little bit, but he had a good year his first year as guard. And honestly, you get a guy coming for – I said it might have been a plan by the Bengals all along if they bring in Becton. Hey, we'll come here to visit. You know where you should go sign? The Eagles. They develop offensive linemen really well. Go there for a year, win a Super Bowl, come back to us. We'll give you a little more money. You're a Super Bowl winner, and you've learned how to play guard from a good O-line coach. Because we don't currently have it with Frank Pollock, but we're going to wait a year to replace him.
Hey, how did you do that? That's awesome. I'm looking at Twitter, and we're both doing live streams.
Because you still have the thing, so I clicked stream to your audience before the show started.
Oh, okay, cool. Maybe that's
helps with the viewers. See,
maybe that's why I got so many views.
Yeah, but I wasn't going to tell you until you brought it up.
I'm like, well, I was looking at Twitter.
I was just going to let you think.
I sit there going, Bengals and Brews. Like, they're doing a show without Dale. Like, what? It's like,
yeah. Chop's like, fuck him. He's on Jeff's show. Him and Greg are like, we're doing our own show.
Chop's from Big Fancy driving in. All right, let's go, guys. I'm going to the psych ward. We're going to talk about
Greg
the Bengals.
Dot botting while Chop's sitting in the parking lot. Just wild shit going on, man.
That'd be a great show.
Greg was like so excited when that TJ Slayton news came in, but I think he had no idea who he was, to be honest. Like, it's just like Bengals sign somebody. He gets so excited, and it's endearing. I'm not shit talking.
Oh yeah, Greg's awesome. To be honest, I wasn't sure who he was. I had to look it up. I'm like, all right, cool. Who is this?
He was on our list of D tackles, and we had kind of mentioned like the Jerry Montgomery connection. We could see this guy, but he was like very low on my list. And part of that for me was because, I don't know, I wasn't thinking run stopper more as I've been thinking pass rush.
We've all been thinking
pass rush. So my mind is on that. But, you do – their run defense was not good last year. And being in a division where you go up against the Ravens, Derrick Henry and Lamar Jackson, and whoever the Steelers, they'll probably end up getting a running back in the first now that they lost Najee. You go up against teams like that. The Browns might get somebody to replace Chubb. You go up against those teams, you got to stop the run too. So, I probably overreacted a little bit yesterday when the news first came in. Like, what the are we doing? We still don't have any pass rush, a little of that. But.
So like I said, I think this sort of helps the pass rush just because he can. All right, remember the Chargers game? How many times before they stop Sherbert from running up the middle? How many times did he just keep running up the middle because we didn't have anybody standing there?
Yeah.
That's where I think it. Yes, he's a run stuffer, but I think it will help the pass rush because the quarterback won't be able to step up.
If he's taking on double teams, it's going to free up. BJ Hill was having to take on a lot of those double teams.
Right.
So it should help BJ even. It should help Chris Jenkins, McKinley, whoever's in there with him. It should help because he's going to command double teams. Sheer size alone, that man's going to command double teams, especially in the run game. So, and it's going to free up your linebackers too.
Right. So that's where I'm like, it's not pass rusher, but it will help our pass rush and it'll help our run defense, which we need.
How good is he? I don't know. You're hoping, like I said, you get 85% of DJ Reader. You're doing damn good because DJ Reader was great at what he did. And I seen Trey say, "What's up, buddy?" I think Trey's going to be at the Project Game Day event. The Iceman's going to be there.
I'm going to be there.
Should be a good time,
I'm trying to get, so speaking of that, we got that coming up. And my show is going to be at, where's that here? I'm trying to get here. MOTs, which is my logo at Tampa. I'm going to have Tyson Anderson there. And I'm trying to get him to show up to Project Game Day too. So if you guys haven't got your tickets, get your tickets to Project Game Day, $30 per person. Mine's free. Just come drink beer and, you can win some prizes and stuff. Anyway, we got you covered.
Dale, you could have your plans for the first 2 nights of the draft right there. Just double up, have a good time. And, Paul's comment made me laugh before he popped that up. His daughter went to Shawnee State. I also went to Shawnee State, Paul. Shout out. And the way if they're selling firewood, they're selling other things. Don't stop to pick up that's probably true. I never stopped to buy firewood. So
you don't need to stop, but you got woods by your house. Why would you have to stop to get firewood there? Yeah. You got all kinds of, you got a creek right next to you. I'm sure there's wood there you can burn.
just figure stuff out. Yeah.
it's Portsmouth. You just
Couches, man. You burn couches. You burn whatever you want down here.
I've done that here in Delhi, so I can't I can't talk. Like I gotta say this. So if people don't know, we run a property management company. So some of the stuff people leave, instead of paying the fee to get rid of it, I just throw it in a fire pit and burn it.
Yeah, I mean, you put some gloves on and burn that shit because you don't know what was going on.
Yeah,
you know.
Get rid of it. I mean, it is fun. I will tell you, I've burned some stuff.
Burning shit is fun. I think white guys, it's like one of their favorite things. I mean, I'm speaking for myself as a white man. Maybe I'm wrong, but you as well as a white man.
Yes,
I feel like us white men really enjoy burning shit. Like it's just really fun for us.
Hold on, the chat just blew up here. Brian here. What's the latest I heard about Samaje? What's this?
Yeah, we're getting him back. I think it's just we got Samaje back.
Samaje back, yeah.
Yesterday, it's a 2-year deal. It's pretty minimal. I don't remember the exact, but it's like 4-point-something million. Minimal guarantees. But hey, you got a good pass blocker, special teams guy. And if you need him to get some carries, he can give you some carries. And he knows Joe Burrow. He knows this offense. It's still Zach Taylor as the coach, as the main guy, as the offense coordinator. So it's solid, right?
By the way,
there's been a lot of solid. Me and Jeff are just wanting a little splash we're wanting a little spectacular with our solid. We're wanting a guard. We're wanting a guard that just makes us go doing, doing, doing.
Where do you rate right now? For me, it's a C right now. Maybe slightly a B. I mean, it's not bad. It's not like you said. It's not the big splat. If we get 2 guards, I'll be like, we're done. We're good.
Or even like one of the bigger guards, and then because you try to. Okay, if you're giving a grade to free agency, but it's for me, you almost have to go free agency and draft combined because then if you get a Tate Ratledge in the second, but you only got a Tevin Jenkins in free agency, well, I'm pretty happy because I think I got my 2 starters now for at least 3 years there if I give Jenkins a 3-year contract. So you do have to grade them together. But I would just say as of right now, because this is the only offseason we've had, the draft isn't here. We've only had a couple days of free agency. I'm about with you around a C. Maybe a C plus just to be nice and positive. I'll give it a C plus.
Positivity. I like positivity. I like it, Dale. Post we were C. Yeah, C. Need to get to a B. I agree with that.
I think a guard.
Cam Chili's $8.99 in Portsmouth.
I don't know. Honestly,
you don't do the shopping.
Well, no, I don't. We never get Skyline chili.
What? Why the hell not? What's wrong with you? It's delicious.
I've ate it. It's okay.
Oh my God! I'm trying to get them to be a sponsor of the show.
Speaking of a C, like mediocre and average, is go to Skyline Chili.
And there went Dan for the show. Oh my goodness! Rob said the B. Based on his expectations.
That's true. If you go in with no expectations every signing, and for us to make any signings by the second day of free agency, that didn't always happen, kids.
Yeah,
call people
true.
Kids, but
but to me, with as much as we needed, I'm like, we need an edge and we need 2 guards at least. I'm like, at least. I really thought guard market we would have been done already.
I'm not hating on Skyline. It's fine. I'm not a big cinnamon guy, so like any of that style chili just doesn't do it for me. And honestly, like I said, that was like that's the kind of sauce that would be on like your spaghetti, but not with the cinnamon.
Crazy.
Just saying, hey,
blasphemy.
I know it's blasphemy. I know,
blasphemy,
guys.
I
know. I'm sorry. It's
don't
fine.
mess with our Skyline, man.
It's fine. It's fine.
You and Joe Burrow don't like Skyline chili.
What about Gold Star?
That's all right. I actually like Skyline's my favorite. Then I like Empress, and then Fort Washington chili is really good too. And then probably Gold Star.
This ain't Cincinnati thing, but Waffle House is cool.
What does Waffle House have chili?
No, just in general. I was just
I love
I I was trying to think of a place I stop when I'd go to games. So we'd stop. They got one in Eastgate. Me and Derek sometimes, and Sarah and Marissa stop at the Waffle House on the way back there in Eastgate.
That's really good to sober up. Waffle House is great for that. It's covered and smothered, baby. That's the way I like it.
I mean, Grater's ice cream, guys.
Yeah.
Hey, who doesn't like ice cream?
And they got Skyline ice cream. That's good.
I tried that, and I don't
Dude,
think
it's good.
Sometimes you just know what you don't want to try. And for me, it's a lot of things because I'm just
Chop. I use cinnamon toothpaste and never complain when we kiss. There you go. Take deep. Jimmy says gold star for the win.
I'm just saying we've been struggling making the playoffs since we switched sponsors. Now Chop's going to yell at me too because he got like 3 kids that work at Skyline.
I know. Well, I stopped there Saturday after I went to that card show, and he goes, "Say hi to my kids." I'm like, no, I was at the one up in Hamilton. He's like, oh. So,
no, I believe he called you a traitor.
He did. Yes,
I think I've seen that.
Yeah. Yes, he did call me a traitor. Yes. I was in Hamilton and I was hungry, dude. I was starving.
Yeah, what are you supposed to do?
I hadn't, I
you couldn't wait any longer.
Yes. And I'm a fat guy. I need food. Okay. So I stop when I stop. Yeah. Waffle House is the best. I do agree. I love Waffle House.
La Rosa's Pizza.
Yeah. Now you're talking.
I'm trying to get back in the good graces of the people now.
Just rattle the shit off now. Oh God. Midwest best barbecue.
Yeah,
that's good.
Duh. I mean, that's just the obvious one. If you don't like that, you don't like America.
America. Tell Tim and Nicole we said hi. Ice and Dale sent you.
Yeah, we got a live show from there.
You do?
Yeah, Saturday. Nervous time, man. I haven't done an actual live show. We did something with Shane Graham, but we just recorded it.
You do it this Saturday?
Yeah, this Saturday. The show will start at 3:30. So.
Ooh, damn! I didn't know it was this Saturday. Shit. Yeah.
It's rib weekend too, so but I'm most excited for like the because I haven't had any of the boneless wings since they brought out the boneless wings. So I'm a Grippo guy. Grippos are amazing, but the boneless Grippos, I'm feeling like they're gonna hit. You know, like this is gonna hit. This shit gonna hit.
Oh, the Grippos in general wing is good.
Yeah, it's phenomenal.
So you're gonna be at 3:00 this Saturday or Sunday?
Yeah, I assume my plan is try to get there at 3. Marissa and
it's Saturday,
the girls and Aurora's girlfriend are all going. So I got like a whole carload going with me. But
okay, Saturday I can. All right, cool. I can go to that one. It's Sunday.
It's this Saturday at Midwest.
All right, I'm coming.
No charge to get in or anything like that. Just people come and eat. You know, we're just going to be bullshitting. Dart's going to be there doing some chain giveaways, and also our buddy Travis Swaller. He bought some Project Game Day tickets for the draft event, and he wants us to do like a drawing for a couple of those tickets. So we're going to do that at Midwest too. So, you know, instead of paying $60 for 2 tickets, come down there. Greg's going to have some trivia questions. You know, Greg loves his trivia questions. So answer a trivia question. You could win some of Dart's chains, or you could win some of the 2 of the Project Game Day tickets to the draft event.
What setup are you? You guys got speakers and stuff?
Oh, I don't know. I don't think we have a plan. No plan, Jeff.
I remember, I told
man, we don't plan shit.
Buddy. All right, I told Chop and Greg the last tailgate, the only tailgate I got to go down there with you guys. That you said they told me you guys were doing that. I was like, all right. I was like, oh, you want to borrow my equipment? You know, you can use it. I got everything. Oh yeah, that'd be cool. Like, all right.
Well, I know Derek bought like 4 of the mini mics or whatever. That I don't like. We'll just see how it goes. Like if you're watching, if you're not there live, it could suck. You might not hear anything. I'm just gonna say that right now. So if you're just tuning in, like on the internet, I can't promise anything.
I might just show up. I got my stuff in the truck. I might just leave it in there.
It's just like if you become a member of the show.
Yes, and you don't get jack shit for it.
You get jack shit if you're tuning in Saturday and you're not live at Midwest. You may get jack shit. As far as the show goes, I'm just very honest here.
I might show up. I got all my equipment in my truck still. I might show up and just leave it in there. Like I got it if you guys need it.
Yeah. Well, you would also have to set it up because it ain't like none of us know what the hell we'd be doing.
Trust me, I know how to set it up now. I mean, you guys gotta have computers though.
Yeah. So, yeah. I think Derek's bringing his computer. He's bringing those mics, and I don't know what the hell. That was the only plan. There's really been no discussion about it.
I literally, it was the last tailgate. I told them, I said, you guys could use my stuff. They're, oh, okay, cool. And,
Hey, if you're down there, like I said, I plan on getting there at least by 3 because we're going to start the show at 3:30. So if you're down there and you want to help set it up so it makes people can fucking hear anything on the internet, that'd be great. I'd love that, but we don't have a plan.
oh my God. I don't know. I might just show up and just sit there and watch TV.
See how bad it is.
See how it goes at first. I'm like,
it's like a car crash. It's like, oh, this is awful, but I also can't look away.
I know. Either way, I'm going. I'll be there. It's going to be fun. We'll see. So make sure you show up Saturday. Make sure you show up live Saturday. You're definitely going to be able to hear everything. You'll see Dale lose his shit because it ain't working.
Yeah, which is what happened. The only other time we did that was Shane Graham.
Fuck,
furious.
He was.
And then I got stuck with the giant-ass bill when, like, all the drinks are supposed to be free. Everybody comes and has some drinks and leaves, and I'm like, oh, fuck me. My life sucks right now.
Hey, I was like, what's Dustin saying? Somebody say something about Travis Brown. What?
Trey Brown, our
Trey Brown.
second guy in command to Duke, was on with Dave Lapham. So for anybody want to check that out, that'll probably be, see if he gives us anything, Is he's saying the same things Duke said. And if they recorded this today, I got a water bottle that's just falling over.
I thought you were just knocking shit over.
No, it was just one water bottle, and I'd set it back up and it'd fall back over. This water bottle's been through it. I just always fill these back up while I'm down here. This one doesn't quite set so sturdy. Like
it's got a little gangster lean to it.
Yeah, it does.
Damn, but dude, it's 6:41. We've been on for an hour and 10 minutes. You want to keep going? Or you want to go?
I'll probably get off here because I don't know if Marissa's home or not, but get off here, check on my dog outside, I
don't know. All right.
Try to eat something for dinner, hopefully. I don't know what.
Before I let you go, plug some stuff, even though we kind of did for the last 20 minutes.
We got everything. Project Game Day if you want to get your tickets. And then, the show, Bengals and Brews, and the live show Saturday. We usually do shows Monday, Friday at 3:30, but during time of year like this, if something exciting happens, we do a pop-up show. Guess what? There was no pop-up show today.
That's why you subscribe. You never know.
Yeah, exactly. But hey, there's still time, and there's still some guards on the market, and I'm just like, please give us at least one.
At least one
that we know can be has been a good starter, because there's no guarantees in anything. I
want them to get something because I'm tired of staring at this daggone thing. I got the plug it in. My phone keeps dying because I'm on it constantly. Refresh. Damn it!
Refresh.
Come on.
And it's like nothing again. Nothing again.
What was worse yesterday when Twitter was down? I'm like, no, start working. Like right when free agency taper period started. Uh-oh.
The NFL announced its comp pick allotment.
Yeah.
I'm trying. I don't think we have anything. I don't think we thought we would, per se.
We didn't lose anybody big enough, did we? Or
that's what I'm not thinking we did, but we're not on here either way. So let me see. 1, 2, 3, 6 third-round picks: Minnesota, Miami, the Giants, San Francisco, the Rams, and Detroit. That's just Detroit. Yeah, that's what we need. We need Detroit. They've been killing the draft.
Well, that's the one that I'm still not holding out hope, but that's what I still think could be trying to get Trey, because they aren't getting Miles Murphy now, and they want another edge. So
yeah, I don't know their money situation. They've paid a lot of guys, so I don't know would they have the money to extend him. I honestly haven't looked into it. They might.
I just know that they want a guy. So
yeah, all right. Listen, guys. Okay, we'll take Panay Sewell, and we'll just have to play him at guard, I guess.
There you go.
Because we got Mims, so no, I think we'd have to play Panay Sewell. No offense, Mims, but we would have to put Panay Sewell and Lane Johnson are our best 2 right tackles in football.
That would be the biggest damn offensive line. Our offensive line will walk
Makai Becton, and you get him too. Just get them all, man. And then you got little Ted looking like a little munchkin in there at center.
Hey guys, I hiked the ball. Let's go. Oh God, I love you. This has been fun. All right, dude. I needed this show because I've been depressed last couple.
Yeah, it was a fun show, right? Like, hey, when you can smile and have fun, life isn't bad. Just we love the Bengals, and we just wish they'd do a little more to cheer us up even more. Right?
Yes, we want multiple Lombardis. We'll see what happens. Dale,
I'll
appreciate
take one. Once again, like a guard, I'll take one for now. Then I'll ask for more later.
I'm greedy. I want more.
Well, I'll ask for more later, but just give me one. I just want one, God.
One before I die. Well, I'm excited. I get to see you Saturday, so that's cool. I didn't even know.
Hell yeah, brother.
So.
I'm excited and excited to eat some Midwest best because we both know that's some daggone good food.
It is. Oh, dude, and they're cornbread's delicious.
Yeah, I've had a lot of people tell me that. I don't think I've ever had the cornbread. Like I've had some of the pork rinds and stuff, which are good.
What is pork chop like the most? I'm trying to think what he likes. He always talks.
He loves the mac and cheese. I know that.
Cheese. That's what it is. Yes, the mac and cheese. He loves that, which it is good.
And then Nicole always teases pork chop about having like a mac and cheese she makes at home that she wouldn't have the time to make every day at there. That is like next level. And like Top talked about just, maybe having a heart attack just so she'd bring him some in the hospital, some of that homemade.
Dude, I still feel bad about that. I didn't know he went to the freaking hospital until after he was back. I'm like, what? I didn't even know.
Well, this time he had like gallbladder.
He got his gallbladder taken out. Yeah, I didn't know. I called him going, you were in the hospital?
He's taking that weight loss too seriously. We told him, like, just getting body parts removed now. Damn, Chop went from 500 pounds to under 300. Now you just get body parts removed.
I don't think that's you're supposed to lose fat, not body parts.
Just take it all.
Take it all, God. Take it all. Oh, God.
We love you, Chop.
Yeah, we love you, Chop.
Now, probably hating life, but
he's at work. Yeah, we'll see.
All right, Ice. Thanks for having me, brother.
Yep. See you, dude. See you Saturday. Later. Yeah. Oh, my God. That was funny. I needed that show. That was funny. I hope you guys enjoyed that as much as I did. I laughed my ass off. It was awesome. 791 people watching. We should stream on both Twitters all the time. We should just do that. Thanks for watching. I'm live streaming on ZTV, YouTube, Facebook, X, Twitch. You can follow me on all those along with Instagram, Threads, and TikTok. And shout out to my wonderful sponsors. They are as follow: Priority Lawn and Landscaping. Grass is getting greener. Lawns are going to need to be mowed. Flower beds need to be cleaned out. Maybe add some more plants, some shrubbery. Any kind of lawn and landscaping you need done. I need you to think Priority Lawn and Landscaping. Give them a call at 513-430-6114. That's 513-430-6114. Tell them I sent you, and you can also follow them and message them on Facebook. Also, shout out to T Properties, quality housing for quality people. Check out their website at www.tpropertiesllc.com for all your rental property management needs and your rental needs. And my West Side peeps, go check out Hail Mary's. It's your ticket to the game right there in the heart of Cheviot. Big TV screen, beer specials, food trucks. It's an awesome, awesome place. Also, need some windows and doors? Check out Meyer Windows and Doors at www.meyercincinnati.com for all your window and door needs. Like I said, I got them in my house. I highly recommend you get them in yours. Now, shows that coming up. Besides the one Saturday, I'm going to go check out my boys Bengals and Brews at Midwest Best Barbecue. I'll be doing a Reds Opening Day podcast live outside of Moorline Logger House, just like I did last year. It's going to be me and the boys, Joe Farsing, Neil Meyer, Harrison the comedian, Billy DeVoe is going to be there. We're going to be enjoying the citywide holiday. I still think we should get paid to have the day off. But it's Reds Opening Day right outside Moorline Logger House. The night before that, I'll be doing a podcast. That's why I tell you to subscribe. I'll be doing this podcast again from inside of Moorline Logger House for the Reds Community Fund. Should have some very special guests there. Hopefully, Marty Brenneman, the mayor, Aftaft, and who knows what Reds legends will get on. So make sure you subscribe to the show for that. And also, I got my draft show coming up at MOT's, Mount Lookout Tavern, right in the heart of Mount Lookout Square. Tyson Anderson is going to be my special guest. The boys will be there again. Joe Farsing, Neil Meyer, Harrison the comedian. We'll start at 7:00. So we won't be on. I don't think I'm going to be on podcasting the whole time, but I'll be on for at least an hour. We'll make it to 17. We'll see. But hang out after the show. We'll be doing Bengals trivia. We'll be giving away different prizes and stuff like that. It'll be a lot of fun. And like I said, we got your draft weekend covered. Then on Saturday, go to Project Game Day at the Fulling Warehouse. Tickets are $30. It's for sending individuals with disabilities and military vets to the Bengals game. We have Fulling, Midwest Best Barbecue, which we're all talking about is delicious, and go there Saturday, eat some. They'll be doing Bengals collectible raffle, Cincy hat pop-up show, so you can get your Cincy hats there. More partnerships to be announced, which I know they had something special they're going to announce today. I don't know what it is. I haven't heard it. But keep track. Follow them on Facebook. April 25th, 6 p.m. to 11. If you want to get tickets, you can Venmo them at Project Game Day and also PayPal, projectgameday@gmail.com. Tomorrow, I got Trags on the show. Mike Petraglia is going to join. I know I was going to have Bengals and Bourbon and Sister James on today, but they weren't able to join. Trags is supposed to be on tomorrow. Unless something happens. Unless the Bengals sign a free agent or they have a whole bunch of press conferences tomorrow. Anyway, make sure you guys like, subscribe, share. 789 of you watching right now. It is awesome. If you have not subscribed to my show, please do so. If you have not subscribed to Bengals and Brews, please do so. Go to our YouTube channels and subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. I still think the Bengals are going to sign a guard. They have to sign a guard. They got to sign a guard. I want two, but they get one. That'd be good. And hopefully if they get one, it's Tevin Jenkins. So get Tevin Jenkins and then sign Zeitler for 1 year. Go draft one. Zeitler leaves. Plug and play. Offensive line will be fixed. You fix that offensive line at the interior, we're going to be able to protect Joe, score 40 points a game, and run the damn ball. That would help. Anyway, I love my Bengals. Who Dey for life, baby. Throw it up. Try it again. Who Dey for life. Throw it up. That's your sports, baby. See ya!
Weekday nights, the city roars. Tune in loud, turn up some more. Cincinnati show, it's time to play. Sports with strawberry ice today. 5:30 sharp, don't be late. CTV, the sports awaits. Strawberry ices on the mic, energy, it's pure delight. Every touchdown, every goal. Feel the pulse, it's in your soul. Cincinnati heartbeats strong. Strawberry ice will lead the throng. Every touchdown, every goal. Feel the pulse, it's in your soul. Cincinnati heartbeats strong. Strawberry ice will lead the throng. Feel the crowd, it's electric now. Shouting loud, they all know how. The CTV got what we crave. Sports with ice, it's waves and waves. Tigers strike and Bengals roar. Every game we want some more. Tune it in and feel the thrill. Strawberry ice, he's giving chills. 5:30 sharp, don't be late. CTV, the sports awaits. Strawberry ice, he's on the mic, energy, it's pure delight.